This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Throw Gang, we are joined by the Three-Stripe Sultan, third time's a charm, Lauren Schlossman, and myself, the Khaki King, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys with today's full episode only available on patreon.com.
What can I do to put you in a new pair of khakis today?
Throwing fits. Larry, how was your week?
It's good. It's a bit morose and lugubrious outside.
That's not a word.
It's
lugubrious.
My week was good.
Yeah?
You and I have been pretty busy.
Have we?
Yeah. Maybe you more so than me, but I'm doing well. What about you, buddy?
What was the last meme you made?
Fuck you, bro. Come on, man.
I'm curious.
Why do you use that as this kind of signifier, this qualifier of how much I
is
mean
like,
to this whole operation?
No, it's not how much you mean, it's how much you care, bro. That's what it is. Because it's like it's the shopping cart test, right? You don't have to make memes for our jobs.
What's the shopping cart test?
When you're done with the shopping cart in the parking lot, do you bring it back?
I put it back. Yeah, put it back.
So,
but that's different. That's a courteous gesture.
Yeah,
versus
but putting in an effort for like the sake of the greater good. Yes, and making
bro,
a meme.
we are busy. How many fucking sick projects are we working on right now?
Yeah, a few, and they require a few emails. Like, it's fine. All right. Before we get into the Discord,
send me some memes if you guys want to get a hot meme on TF, send it to me, and then it'll make me look good.
And then I'll go to throwingfitspod@gmail.com.
and then your pod, and then your meme could make it onto the
It's also fun.
pod.
You forget how much fun it is.
I know. I need to be inspired, bro. You know what it is? Honestly, I haven't been smoking weed. I mean, really? I smoked weed recently, but not like having weed at home. Like I'll be smoking socially, but that I think is probably the reason that I've been less, creative.
Okay, when you're scrolling through, your feed, and obviously you're stumbling upon all these memes, you just like chuckle and move on, is what I assume, right?
Well, I mean, unless there's something that I feel like is applicable for like a flip or like our version of, which I sent one to Dunk today. So maybe I'm doing more like puppet master shit than being in Instagram stories in the trenches, fucking grinding.
Going to
with the erase tool.
Deepfriedmemes.com.
Yeah. All right. Whatever. Anyway,
all right.
Moving on.
Before we get into the Discord, having multiple meltdowns this week.
Nuclear.
In the good way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Goots. Us becoming the Simone Biles of podcasting.
Yeah.
Not in the way that you wish.
Because we're the goats.
And the absolute horniest summer of all time being an absolute fucking L.
Our bad guys.
Yeah. Well, no. Also, maybe you are having the horny summer of all time.
Yeah, hopefully. Honestly, hopefully you are.
We'll get into that fucking macro trend. Let's do a little fit check.
Yeah, why don't you start us off, Jimmy?
All right.
So you and your khakis.
My khakis. I'm on my Kornacki shit. For the TF Almanac guy, I was wearing Saturday's blue suede loafers on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Then I got illegal.
Wait, those are like velour, aren't they?
I think they're velvet.
Oh, velvet.
I think so. I don't know.
The Velveteen loafer.
That was like our first like hosted event. How far
that was
come.
fun. Wait,
Yeah.
was that what was that? That was just a meet and greet type deal.
And it was the first time Chuck tried oyster.
That was that night.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
It's like 5 years ago.
Illegal Civ socks. Thank you, Andrew Tam, for hooking up.
Shout out Illegal
the
Civ.
homie with a gigantic box. Some of which did end up in the free store down the street there.
We got on that one.
SK Manor Hill pleated khakis. The pleated.
Have you worn those before? I feel like when you came out, I was like, this is a new look.
I used to wear these a lot, actually.
That'd be like a good date fit.
Nah, I mean I'm on my Balenciaga shit where it's like ironic office core.
Okay.
And then a leopard print needles western with the raw hem. Oh no, it's not a raw hem. And the mother pearl snap buttons.
Beautiful.
And Hanes boxers.
Nice.
Haircut by Paul at Mildred, New York Times essential worker.
Right. Shout out the best barbershop in the 5 boroughs, Mildred.
For white people.
I wore camion boots to the crib, and I think you're disappointed because like you have been really ribbing me and getting after me based on my new Sambas.
No, I've been waiting to rib you.
Lying in wait.
Yeah.
Ready to pounce.
Like a samba.
I mean,
Is a samba a big cat?
What is a samba?
It's a style of dance. It's a Brazilian dance, right?
Yeah, I think that's
it's not a cat of prey.
I don't no, I don't think so.
What do I think? Oh, sable.
Yeah. Which is a sable even a big cat?
It's like a fish.
It's a mid-sized sedan.
Sable's a fish.
Did you see
Stop
that?
ripping up my pillow.
Well, it's just the lint. And I'm fidgeting, but I'm
Actually, okay, keep doing that. That's
I'm
good.
actually doing you a service. Did you see? I know you went to. We're going to talk about going to the movies. Did you contemplate even seeing the M. Night Shyamalan movie Old?
No,
but listen, whatever. I just read the Wikipedia plot. If it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, I'm going to read I'm going to just get to the twist.
Okay.
I'm not going to pay to fucking.
What's
see
the
it.
twist? You get the beach makes you old.
I don't want to spoil. Should I do a spoiler?
Was everyone just fucking wrinkly? Do it behind the paywall. We're still like 5 minutes.
The point I was trying to make is that there's a rapper character who's named Midsize Sedan. I don't know if you saw Twitter latching onto that one, but
I did see
that's what the Sable reminded me of.
All the old memes, which are now old at this point.
No pun intended.
Not trying to see an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I wore camo boots. I didn't wear my. Okay. I have nothing to apologize for. But
no, you don't.
But to be clear to the Throw gang at home, I did purchase 2 pairs of sneakers, which are definitely the first sneakers I've bought in, I would say, like multiple years.
Right.
Both of which were Sambas. One of which I bought on StockX. I bought the Wales Bonner Sambas that I've been wearing that you've been seeing. And then from Flight Club, I bought the white and collegiate green Sambas. And this makes you feel some type of way.
I'll say this. When you chase a trend, you chase a trend. Well, we'll get into it.
Well,
or you want to get into it right now?
Yeah, let's do it right now.
I guess my thing is like, Sambas obviously, I've never been as anti-Adidas, I feel like, as you have been.
Really?
Where when Drake said, checks over stripes, that was it for you.
I wouldn't say that's it.
I've still held on. Yes, absolutely. I've still held on to my Raf Stan Smiths, courtesy of the plug, Frankie, who's now the NB plug. Major fucking glow up. I have a pair of Hamburgs.
Okay.
Some navy blue ones.
Is that like a Spezial type shoe?
It's similar to Samba.
Okay. It's like an indoor soccer
I think
shoe.
the tongue is less
football.
The tongue is less aggressive. It's not on some Rick Owen shit.
Yeah, well, they'd make a Samba now that like the Samba OG has that chopped tongue. But anyway,
the leopard ones from N Clothing,
right? Sure. Those
what
are
model is that?
Campuses.
Yeah,
those are campuses.
Those are fire. And then I think that's it for Adidas. But I was also always like, as a fucking, I'm a contrarian. That's my personality.
Well,
I was never like, when I was not like
Adidas
Nike.
To some degree, I feel like the Yeezy brand, I think like kind of at least made Adidas fall a couple, at least the version that
really, I think
now.
that Yeezy and Adidas, much like Kanye and Kim, divorced at a moment that if Adidas had stuck around, probably would have done the brand more dirty. But also like, fucking Mainstream America is still rocking 350s and Adidas. Like they're still printing off Yeezy. Off Yeezy.
Right. And I guess my point is that very fact is what kind of knocks Adidas down a couple pegs or notches in my mind.
And look, I know that Samba, it's this like nostalgia thing, right? It's when you were
I was a footballer.
Svelte footballer. Just flopping all over the cul-de-sac.
Just absolutely, fucking Samba-ing around playing the beautiful game. I was a defender.
Oh, damn.
I was like a right back.
So you were like not the star.
I played forward for a little bit and I just had this
too much running.
I had this moment because I played not just in high school, but I played on a bunch of club teams that were pretty good. I mean, soccer's pretty popular. I mean, obviously in North Jersey specifically, but I missed an open goal as a forward, and it was just a really embarrassing, terrible moment. And I think that at that moment, I played a stopper for a while, which is kind of like a goalkeeper, kind of like a more defensive central midfielder role. Okay. I don't think it's a term that like anyone like uses now, but I played that, but mainly like a right back.
It's a more
like a bigger dude, get some headers. I fucking broke a kid's leg. I've told the story on the podcast before that he got carried out on a stretcher. I absolutely did.
Did you feel bad?
I felt terrible, bro. I'm not a fucking that would have been my maybe sophomore year of high school.
How'd you do it?
We both went up for a header, and I didn't like intentionally like submarine him, but we careened into each other,
and then he landed
and he
wrong?
Fell down fucking.
That's his fault.
He was down bad. He was fucking. The game was stopped. They had to get an ambulance, pull his ass out on a stretcher. Not great.
That's not your fault.
Also, by the way, I don't know if I broke his leg, but I injured his leg. I'm assuming I broke it, fractured it, whatever.
Not your fault.
My point.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
I would like to defend myself. Again, I don't know why I'm like feel like I need to defend myself to Throw Gang or you. I will say Drake. It's not that Drake influenced me. I've always had this. Like, and I love gazelles. I love Sambas. I love a Forum, Low, a Campus. Like, there's good Spezials, classic styles. I just haven't worn them a lot recently. With that said, I feel like Sambas are having a moment. I'm not above being influenced, right? Like, Jeremy always would say something that I've taken to heart, which is like, yo, there's never been a trend that this is him speaking, that he didn't want to try, that I didn't want to try. I agree. I like to experiment or go back to things, and Sambas are having a moment for sure. They're everywhere, and I'm trying to tap back in. So I bought 2 pairs.
I guess my thing is that you have been very, and it's true, and this is one of the reasons why I like you, is that you're so fucking, like balls to the wall. Like you'll go 100 miles an hour at whatever you think is like you believe in at the time. The drawback to that is then you fucking flippy floppy and you come off cowardly.
There's a dog chasing cars.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're gonna do with it.